Hello, pt.1 here, and I'm going to start a Let's Play of Mountain Blade Warband. I know this game has been out for a while, but, I mean, I adore this game. I got this game, like, 4 or 5 months ago, and there was a time where I just wouldn't stop playing it for a couple of days, and I've gotten really far in this game, and I learned a lot of things about it. So, this is going to be my run through Mountain Blade Warband. Now, typically you set goals when you're going to play a game like this because it just really doesn't end. So let's start a new game while I keep talking. I multitask and get more time in. Basically, in this game, if you don't know what it is, what you do is, it's a medieval times military strategy being a king simulator kind of thing. And it has multiple factions based off of factions that were around in real life, I think. That's as far as I know. And you have all these different kinds of factions. So we're going to go in, and I'm going to be male. And I'm going to make my father a hunter. I typically like sword and shield in this game, and I like lances. But I'm going to try and change that up a bit. So I was a street urchin, so I want a bow and a sword. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Goods peddler. Loss of a loved one. I'm going to venture when I do this. I'm going to go realistic. Maim, it's kind of... I don't want to put zoom shot of 12 on the end. Hang on. Harold. Okay. I got the first name down. Now, next name, like the last name. Kicker Button. Kicker Button. Harold Kicker Button. And that is who we shall be. Oh, attributes. Now, in the game, when you level up, you will get this screen. Your face will usually appear here, but we're not there yet. You get this screen and you level up on certain things. Now, intelligence, if I boost this up a bit, it'll give me more skill points. But we're going to need some intelligence, we're going to need some strength, and we're going to need charisma. Iron Flash. This increases our hit points. Power Strike would increase our attack chance a bit, so 1 point there. Power Throw is basically for throwing weapons. Power Draw is for bows. I already have a point there. So Weapon Master, I'm going to want that. Shield makes your shield stronger. Athletics is your run speed. Riding would be... Depending on your level of riding, it depends on what kind of horses you can ride. So the more experience you have in riding, the faster and stronger horses you can ride. But right now we're only 2, which will only be able to get us a few slow horses, maybe a quick one. And they won't be that strong. Horse Archery is... I think you guessed it, but I'll put 1 point there, but typically I do like pathfinding, but I already have 2 points there. Pathfinding is how quickly you move on the map. Now tactics will give you a slight buff in battle to all your men, like it gives you a slightly higher chance of winning. And tracking, which will be able to get tracking information of parties or armies moving, and they're long gone. Higher tracking skill, you'll be able to find out what kind of army it is. Trainer, you can train your army faster, the higher level. Looting. Looting is as amount of loot obtained when you defeat enemies. But right now I want 1 point in trainer, 1 point in tactics. Now there is things like spotting, which is our view distance on the map. Inventory management is how much space we have in inventory. Wound treatment, surgery. Well, wound treatment and first aid are similar things. They can wound treatment heals your party, and first aid heals you and your other people. Surgery keeps your people from getting killed in battle and makes them get knocked unconscious when they get defeated. Engineer is how fast you build siege weapons. And you can siege things in this game, and persuasion is how quickly you can get people to do things you want. Prisoner management. Currently we're at level 0, therefore we can't hold any prisoners. Higher that level, the more prisoners we can hold, and we can sell them into slavery. Leadership is how many people we can have. Higher the skill, much more people we can have. And trade is how much we pay for items. The higher that, the cheaper it is. So I'm going to go with one-handed weapons and archery. Done. Okay, so this is what we start out with. We start out with some... Okay. This is us, so our age is about there, so that's good. Let's go with... Yes, we shall be a ginger. Ha. Ha ha. Beard. We have to have a big beard. Different hair. No. I don't want to look like... Okay, seriously. Oh, that increases the age. But this, if it came around here, we'd look like a lot like a monk. Works for me. Done. Now, these are all the people. Now, I could go into basing you all these things are, but I want you to find that out for yourself. But we are going to go to the Kingdom of the Nords. I'm sorry for not reading all this. If you want to read it, everything, you can go back, pause the video and everything. I'm only going to read what people say because those are more important than this. This is basically telling me, okay, I'm going to play this in first person. If you don't like that, I'm sorry for you. Oh, dang it. I have a crossbow to start out with. Hopefully I think I have a sword as well. Oh, great. A pole arm. Well, I have gloves. Oh, God. This is basically how the fighting goes in this game, and when you get soldiers, there are more people on each side, and I think you can guess how the fighting goes from there. Yes, and this guy will put you on the tutorial quest, which is one of the only big quests in the game. Okay. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive. At any rate, I'm not sure what we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you'll be able to help me with something. Let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who is listening. Okay, he takes me to his house. That's not soccer-like at all. Okay. Hello, sir. F is the action key. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, and driven by banditry, by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, we've been getting bolder, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing out into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's all because of the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye out on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify a particularly tempting target. Last week, you see, they took my brother. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too. But you're a stranger here, and I didn't know how badly things had become. He had no such excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments. And I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you just have a bit of fire in your belly. Thank you. Or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson so they won't forget it, and my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? I mean, you get money, But if we get rid of this, we have to start on our own, which is the harder task. But I'm going to go on the easier task, which is I recommend you to do if you ever start this. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try to take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted. I'll warrant you'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay, so take this purse of 100 dinars. Consider it in advance of your reward. Go round to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll go collect them in from around the villages. Good, you can find me again in the tavern here in Stargard. After you've got your group together, then we'll speak about what to do next. Okay. So we press Q to open up the quests tab. Oh, that was tab. Q opens up and we have all these other tabs, and then we have a quest to collect 5 men. But we are in Kalradia. This is Sargoth, Kingdom of the Nords. Blue, Kingdom of the Nords. Kalradia is the whole thing, but this would be... the name escapes me. Vagars. This is the Kurgit Kanat, I think. Yep. Which is the purple, and they would be like steppe people. And then Swadia is the red, and then Serenade Sultanate is yellow, and green is Rodox. And is there anyone I forgot? Not in my opinion. So we go straight to Fenada. Okay. So we click to move around the map. If we hold Control space, we go straight faster, which I only recommend you do if you have a large army. So if you get caught, oh, one guy. If you get caught, you'll be able to fight your way out if you have a large troop. WASD moves the camera around. Now, Telrod Castle. These castles I wouldn't recommend going to in the beginning unless you want to talk to a lord. Now, throughout the game, what you'll want to do in the beginning is raise up an army, and you'll want to be leveling up most of the time. Okay. That's a lot of people who are bored in the village of Vajeg. I'll come here every time I need some Nords. Nords are good with axes, I'm just letting you know, and bows. So if you ever need a tough Viking-like army, the Nords will be it. And so will the Vagars, but the Vagars are more, well, there's a tavern. We're gonna change our get-up soon. Actually, we'll do that in a second. I'll show you the... oh god. What are you looking at? I'm not sure, some sort of animal clearly, or excuse me, please accept my apologies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a meanie, idiot. I'll wipe that smirk right off your face, that drunken idiot. Oh, stop, no shooting, no shooting. Dang it. Oh crap. I have a crappy weapon. Get off my back, you friggin' oaf. I have a stick. I shall beat thee with a stick now. Would you just please die? Ow! What the hell? Yeah. Serves you right. Better him than me. Oh, hang on. Well, I'd say he started it. That entitles you to all his sword and purse. I suppose have a drink on the house. As I dare say, you saved a patron or two a broken skull. Still, I hope he's still got a pulse. It's not good for an establishment to get a name place when men get killed. Better him than me. So, what we shall do... hang on, I think we got a free sword from that. So, into the marketplace, we go to the arms merchant. Yeah, we did get a free sword from that, and we do not want this staff, or at least I don't. Sumpter horse. This one's faster, but this one has more armor. Whoa! I got some expensive stuff and barely any food. So I'm going to sell this staff, and what I'm looking for is a shield. Oh, hang on. Alright. I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna stop the video here. Alrighty, I'm back. So we received 7 dinars, and we're gonna look for a cheap shield. 6,190. I have to go with that one. I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna trade out that for that real fast. So. But I'm gonna need a bow later on, and a hunting bow is not the kind I need. So, turn, back, leave. Oh, whoops. I think I forgot to talk to the guy. Yeah. I think he'd be upstairs. We're gonna have to change my getup later. I like the jacket, though. I'm liking the jacket, you know? The hat. Boots are alright. I like the gloves, but that hat, I'm just not a fan of the hat. R, change from third person to first person. There's a farmer. He needs help with his village. If you're still here in a moment, sir, I will help you. Okay. Splendid work. You have hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travelers entering Sargoth have told us there's a small group of robbers lurking on the outside of town. I suspect they are all from the same band, and the one that took my brother. Hunt them down and defeat them. Make them disclose the location of their lair. Very well, I shall hunt for bandits. I do things as I am told. Hey, as long as I get a bigger friggin' coffer, as they said back then. What do you want? I've been looking for you. Tell me where you keep your prisoners and I'll let you go. Ha, those prisoners are only going free if you pay their ransom. Did you bring any silver? Nope, but I brought some steel. Okay, this is right before we go to battle. You have encountered a band of robbers. You have 9 troops fit against battle against their 4. We could order our troops to attack without me. I could leave, which is being a coward. Or I could charge the enemy with me with my soldiers in the front line. So I'm going to do that. This is just a small scale battle. It's not going to be any big. And my troops aren't that trained. They're just recruits. See, some of the people have some good equipment. But mainly, they have what they were wearing and when I picked them up. Okay, so I'm going to ride out here. Hold W to make your horse go faster, S to move it back, and as you can tell, A and D is moves the head around. Let me see. I am crap with a crossbow. I hate because you have to reload the thing. Oh, right. Okay, so I have a sword. I'm hurt down there for someone. Oh, right, that belligerent drunk idiot. And ooh, he can block. Ah, but I can't hit. Die! I have to kill one guy in this fight! Ah, there! Oh, my army did all the work. Oh! Hello? Body. Let's go! Okay. 3 looters killed. Okay, no casualties, which is perfect. I spare me life! Let me go, and I'll go far away from here. Honest, learn an honest trade, and you'll never hear of me again. I'll spare your life, but in exchange, I want information. Either you or your mates kidnapped the brother of a prominent merchant in town. Tell me where you're hiding him, and I'll give me your word that you'll stop troubling these pots, and you can go free. Oh, bless you, sir, bless you. We've done that lad no harm. We've been keeping in our hideout near Vids. I'll describe the area nearby in detail. There's no mistaking it. Oh, he gives us his stuff. Yes. Hold control to just move it over. If you just do that, it just... Okay. Enough explanation, Kota. Okay, we have soldiers ready to upgrade, so we go here. Now we have 2 choices. We can make them a footman, which is kind of like a swordsman, or an axeman, or a huntsman, which gets them on the path to archery or crossbowmanship. But we need a footman right now. And see, he's better armor. He's got some trained, but this guy, compared to this guy's better. Yes. Screw you. And we move on. Vids. Okay, way over here. Across the river, we have to go through the snow. Now, I am going to hold control space. If I get caught, that sucks. Because sea raiders are... Okay, we're going to attack the hideout. Now, this is different. When we attack hideouts, if we lose the fight, the hideout moves, and we have to find it again. Because there are different kinds of hideouts in the game. Like, they're called layers, though. The different kind of bandits, and there are stronger types of bandits than others. Okay. So, one guy is a friggin' coward. We need to give him some training. Maybe punch him in the stomach. Yeah. Oh. Whoops. Alright, so it's about time to start part 2. I'll cut to that real fast.